What an intro.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
See his face.
I just need to go into YouTube and copyright. That's what I'm looking for.
What happened there?
Did anybody else envision themselves walking to their car, with that music going on, strutting it, unlocking the minivan, driving down the highway? You know that.
Wait. Who drives a minivan?
Minivan.
Oh, welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse today.
Did we lose Dan?
That's the best thing today.
He froze, but
There
you are.
You guys,
I just thought it was me.
what's going on? It's that government is tapping my internet. Goodness gracious. Welcome to the Clubhouse. If I skip out, somebody else take over for a while I fix it. But welcome to the Tuesday night show. Tonight we have Hayden, the Ham Radio DX. Thanks for joining us tonight, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. What an intro. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was captivated with the normal intro that you've got, and I did not expect that. So thank you.
My favorite part was the Looney Tunes outro there. That summed it up pretty good.
Well, I'm the Tasmanian devil, right?
that's it.
That's right. Well,
I don't know what sound
Steve.
Yo.
Steve, what do you got going on, buddy?
I've actually been doing some work on the house. Had to replace all the trim around all the windows outside, just for water damage and 20 years old stuff. So, and then I've got a video. Yeah, I've got a video that is trying to upload right now, so it may drop tomorrow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So
you were going to do like one window, and then you end up being like 7 windows you have to fix or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that how it always goes?
Well, so I had one that was really water damaged. I could actually put my hand behind the trim, between the window and the trim.
Wow.
It had bowed out that far. So I got the trim for that. It went in real easy. I was like, well, I know I've got others that are damaged. Let me go ahead and replace that too. And yeah, it's been an ongoing project.
Cool. Well, as long as the wife approves, that's all that matters, right?
It's keeping her happy. So that's...
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy life.
Izzo, what's going on, bud?
All too well.
Yeah.
Turned into a POTA madman on Sunday. I took my best girl out for a ride, and we did a little POTA. And then today I hit four parks, part of my Connecticut quest to get all of the parks in Connecticut activated, and had fun. Before we go any further, to some loyal fans who've been asking about my cigars, and a question has popped up: what do I use to light my cigars? And I have 2 options, folks. So I use the traditional stick matches, which is what I really like. Then I also found this stuff on through the local cigar shops and through Amazon called Vector. It's filtered butane. So, and I really like this stuff too. So.
Awesome.
And
Thank
Lee,
you, Lee.
thank you,
Whiskey 4, Lima Foxtrot Hotel. Thank you so much for buying us a coffee or a beer. Sorry, John. Keep going.
It also classifies as a cigar, so thank you, Lee. Appreciate it. And I'm just tearing up some POTA stuff. I'm waiting for a new antenna to come in, and until that arrives, I'm just going to keep on knocking out parks left and right. So that's my goal right now.
Did you do a POTA today?
I did 4 POTAs today.
4. Oh, wow.
Anything interesting happen on those POTAs at all? Or?
Well, yes, there was. We saw nature. We saw nature as it evolves, and we saw how nature begins. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, so some couple in the bush is what you're saying.
A total of 8 legs. We'll just leave it at that. You figure you do the math.
Nice.
That sounds like a party.
Yeah.
So Don,
how do you
what
like?
antenna do you have coming?
Hold on.
How do you like?
Are we talking human? Hold on. Are we talking? Okay, cows. Okay.
How do you like?
All
your
right.
steak?
I wasn't here for the pre-show conversation, so I'm figuring this out as I'm going.
You can't stop right now.
You can't drop like a little thing like that and then not expect us to be curious. I'm sure everybody in the chat right now is curious. Dan, what's going on with you, buddy?
So today I figured out why I can't get my 20-meter hamstick to the hamstick dipole to tune. I think I'm too high above the ground, so I have to drop it down either underneath the air conditioner or something. But I got my 40 tuned up, and I was playing around, and I figured out I could run 66 feet of wire from the bedroom to the dining room to the kitchen to the living room to. It looked like a starfish on my ceiling, and I don't know how well it got out, but hey, SWR was 1-to-1. Efficient, on the other hand, not so much. No. But I was having fun with that. Yeah, that's pretty much that. That was the fun I had.
So essentially, you ran the wire like all through the house or your apartment to try and. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Is that a permanent install or is that temporary?
Yeah, it was temporary because I clotheslined myself after I went to go walk away.
Thank you, Ben, Aussie Ham Radio, for buying us some beers or cigars or whatever you want to call it. Joe Brett, what's going on?
Hey.
And me and you, we have to discuss this. We had to click go live, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we went out and done a POTA Sunday because I lost a part to my antenna and was hoping I could go back and find it. I looked like a madman on the grass. Didn't find it, but worked radio anyway. And then I dropped videos over the weekend, so that's probably it for the next year. So.
Now that piece that you were missing was that like something that's like very flimsy? Or what's the story where you just
it was the little radio wire, the thumb screw that holds the radio to the buddy pole Versa hub.
Okay.
And if you watch the takedown video, you actually see it come off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he flips the wire off real quick, and that's where it came off, I'm sure.
That was all done in less than 6 minutes, right?
It was already missing in the takedown.
6 minutes.
That's how you get the takedown speed so short.
Well, I gotta tell you, I really appreciate. I say this very sincerely. I have one on order. I deeply appreciate you, Shane, and Dwayne, and so many other guys out there showing. I can't wait for my antenna to come in. I'm sure a lot of other guys are, but there's so many great videos out there right now you can watch regarding that whole video to get yourself prepped into, waiting for this to hit the mailbox for the front porch.
Awesome.
I think mine gets delivered Saturday.
Nice.
Everybody's buying. What is that? Everybody's buying these buddy poles now. Is it like really?
You hadn't got one?
No. I don't get.
Sorry, Friday.
When I go visit my sister's house, it's going to be really used for my sister's house when I go up there. We go up there on a regular basis, So
what is it? Like the why is everybody right now buying the buddy pole? What is it? Is it a good price?
All your buddies have it.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
What's the craze? What is the craze that everybody's buying it right now?
So for me, it'll fit my motorcycle saddlebag with my 705.
Okay.
And that way, if I take a trip, I can take the radio with me, and I don't have this huge antenna, and it fits in that nice little bag.
Okay.
Did you see that? Nice.
And
bag there.
It's an HF antenna, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And 6 meters.
What band?
What
so
band?
It's 20. What is it? 2046. What is it?
I'll say 40 through 6.
Yeah,
Right.
40 through 6.
All right.
now, if you want to purchase the low band coil with that, I believe it's just a hot swap out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want 40, 60, and 80, which is
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
you don't want to
thinking.
be transmitting when you do it.
Correct. Correct.
I don't know. That
So-
might be fun.
Has anyone had an RF burn before?
No.
Yep.
Oh, they're
It
saying
hurts.
40 through 2 meter actually.
Yeah.
So let's go on to our guest, Hayden. Welcome. And what's going on with you?
Well, thank you very much again for having me on. Those that have watched my channel would know that I've just moved house, so I've been frantically trying to unpack everything. I haven't really set up the shack here or the studio properly yet, but I'm getting there. And yesterday I started putting up my DX Commander, so I'm going to get back on the air and I'm going to see if I've improved the noise level on my previous location. So I'll see how that goes. And cool. I did have a question though for you, Izzo, about your cigars. So yes. Now you had the stick matches, and you had, what was the other one? You had the lighter.
It's called it's a company called Vector, and I'm not sure what you could see on the camera, but it's it's 14 times filtered, so it's not just a regular cigarette butane. It's a special filtered. To keep the impurities out, because that's the last thing you want when you light your cigar. It's the last thing you want is those impurities to get into the cigar, and then obviously what are you doing? You're drawing it in. You don't want that. You're going to ruin your cigar that way. So, as well as ruin a lighter too. Yeah.
So you prefer that over the stick matches? Because I was going to say the stick matches. Yeah, they have a double purpose. When gotta just clear off the. Yeah.
What you gotta do,
that
right?
That was a long-winded joke, wasn't it?
But I'm bummed.
Yeah, it was long-winded to break it.
I'm here all week.
Shane, where are you? Get back here now.
Well, I feel. Look, Joe Brett sent me a message earlier on in the week, and he's like, he's like, Hayden's gonna be real funny on this show, and I'm like, I don't know. That's a big thing to actually have to. That's a high bar. That's a high bar.
Mm-hmm. Well,
did you like that impersonation as well?
No, it was horrible.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
But here's the. You have to be like K5YVY.
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 There you go.
There it is.
The question, Joe. The question is: Were you expecting Hayden to be comedic funny, or were we laughing at him funny? Like, which one is it?
I was completely secretly referencing the intro. He didn't have to do anything.
Oh,
he took care of it.
So
honestly,
Hayden,
that night with Peter was an interesting one. Just trying to film that, we just laughed throughout the whole thing. He's an interesting character. He's an interesting character.
Is he a neighbor down the street? Is he a fellow friend, a club member? What's his background?
So Peter, he is about, I'm trying to think how many miles it is. It's about 400 kilometers away. He lives on mainland Australia, and he's been doing YouTube for probably a good, I don't know, probably since YouTube started. I reckon he was one of the first on there. So he's been around for quite a while, and I think every Australian amateur knows who Peter is. So he comes down here to visit a couple of times, and we catch up and have a laugh and have a chat. But yeah, he's been around the traps for a while.
Excellent.
How many hams are in Australia? Like, what's the number? Do you know?
I actually did a video on it. I think it's roughly about 12,500 to 13,000 was the last count.
Okay.
So not that many.
Well, it's a decent amount, but yeah, it's not that many compared to like the US.
But when you compare it to the population, which is 25 million, it's actually pretty low. Well, it is on the low end anyway.
Is that you've been licensed 17 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. I the only reason why I remember that is because I watched your CQ. What is it? What was it? The VHF UHF contest there, QSO contest, where you live stream for 24 hours.
017. That's all I was doing for 24 hours.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, Hayden live streamed for 24 hours. And he did a QSO party. And let me tell you, I started watching like at 20 hours. I checked in every once in a while, but then I really started watching around 20, 22 hours. And really, I'll be honest with you, it's the most boringest thing to watch somebody for 2 hours, except for the fact that Hayden's demeanor changed every 30 seconds from like tired to like depressed to like hungover looking. Like it was just like constantly morphing into like some new state of like, yeah, it was funny. I think we took some pictures, some screenshots, and we shared them with, where did we share those? But it was hilarious.
Everywhere.
It'll be in the Discord somewhere.
And I wouldn't recommend you watch the video because it's 24 hours, but go check out some of the highlights. At least give them 30 seconds of view time because it counts as a view at 30 seconds. Right?
You know, you can't actually watch that because YouTube doesn't archive anything more than 12 hours. So
Really?
once you hit 12 hours on a stream, they say they can't guarantee the archive. You'll find some, but I hit 24 and they didn't archive it. So
really,
which is a shame because I wanted to go back and listen to a couple of highlights myself, but.
Did you
anyway,
win?
But we don't know yet. I'm still waiting for the results. But I know that I haven't seen anyone with a higher score than me. So,
Really?
but there is about there's been about half a dozen stations that are all within about 10 points of me. So it all depends on errors in their log or errors in my log. For the final score, so we'll see what happens. But there is the Oceania DX contest coming up next month. I think it's almost exactly in a month's time, or just under a month's time, and that will be international. So anyone can join the contest, and the whole point of that contest for non-Oceania stations is to try work us. So everyone can have a go.
Yeah, Jason has an excellent point.
So Ham Radio 2.0 saying to next time record it, also then split into multiple vids and upload them then. Yeah. So that's I don't know. I don't know if that would be externally from YouTube to record it, but that's probably not.
Well, I could have recorded it in OBS. I probably would have run out of hard drive space, but also I had an issue where I had two issues. One was my internet dropped out, I think about 3 hours in, and what happened was all you guys went to bed, but you left your devices. I asked everyone.
KO4 OBR, thank you so much for the support, man. So sorry.
No, I was just saying. I think I told everybody because you're all going to bed, and I said, "Well, leave your devices on so that you can crank up my watch time." And about an hour after I did that, my internet crapped out, so all of your devices went offline. So I lost about probably 70 viewers or something for a little while there, and then I had a power outage towards the end with about I think half an hour to go, so I disappeared there. So it was fun. Now,
I watched a bit of your video, and guys, chime in anytime you want to, but the video that you just did, you guys were all, I guess it was a club meeting and you were reviewing your logs.
Yep.
Now, it seemed like I've never had an issue with my logs for a contest. Why was there so much editing and verifying in your logs? Is there something particular? Like, I know you guys use a custom app that's for you guys, right? Like it's a customized app locally. And then what's with so many editing of your logs?
Well, it's that program has been designed by a VK, but it can be used by anybody because it does also incorporate some international contests as well. The reason for checking the logs is, and the guy that hosted that, Justin, he's the president of our club. He noticed quite a few errors where he was putting in the wrong call sign. And going back through, he realized that it was the wrong call sign because he heard VK3, but he put VK7 because he'd worked probably about 20 other VK7s before the 3, and being tired at the start of the morning or whenever it was in the middle of the night, putting the wrong numbers in, all those sort of things. So just going back and just checking to make sure that there's nothing that sort of stands out that is obviously wrong, that is wrong. Because I know I did make a mistake. Excuse me, I made a mistake where I put down that I'd worked a Queensland station who's over 2,000 kilometres away on 23 centimetres, and I know that wasn't correct. And I caught it 5 minutes after I worked him, and I was like, no, I remember I worked you on 40 metres, so I changed it there and then. So it's that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool. One more question. I have a lot of questions for you, but one more, and then I'm going to pass it on to Beer Snack. It seems like your local club, you guys have a lot of like you're into all types, not just HF, VHF, but you're into all spectrums of amateur radio. Is that and I don't know what it is, but like, and I know I've seen a couple of videos. I don't know if it was yours, but working specifically with tropospheric ducting and stuff like that. Is your local clubs in Australia very active on the full spectrum? And like, it just seems like there's just more than what I see locally that you guys are doing there.
We have a wide variety of interests in our local club here. So myself, I'm the vice president of our club this year and last year, and along with our president, Justin, as well. And obviously the whole committee, we try to encourage, ours is like, it's an experimenters club. It's basically whatever you're interested in, whatever you have an interest in, share that with others when you come along to the club. So we have, like tonight it's Wednesday here. So tonight we have an experimenters night. We bring along what we've been working on, and then others get inspiration from that, and then they might carry on and continue to do that. So we've got things like the world record holder for moon bounce on 10 gigahertz, Rex VK7MO. So he does moon bounce. Some of us, as you say, interested in tropospheric ducting and sporadic E propagation. Some of us just like HF. Some of us like contesting, field days, all of this sort of stuff. We've got amateur television as well. So we transmit digital amateur television on 70 centimeters. So you're right, we do an awful lot of things. And across Australia, there's so many different clubs that they don't really have niches. Like, they're not really specific on one or two things. There are a couple, but a lot of the amateur radio clubs around VK seem to be, they're on the technical side of things, and they're doing things in the hobby. And when I started my channel, I knew that there was a problem where there's a lot of knowledge in clubs, especially in presentations and in things that they do, that doesn't get shared amongst other people. So one of the clubs that is in VK here, they have a monthly presentation, and this week actually coming up on Friday night, it's going to be about 3D printing. So, and how to get started and how to begin. So that's not radio related, but it's sort of related, because you can make radio parts. It's the electronics and everything. So yeah, that kind of stuff. There's a wide variety. It's really good.
It's radio adjacent.
Right. One cross references the other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So our radio club is the Radio and Electronics Association of Southern Tasmania. So radio and electronics, they're interconnected. We've got some guys at our club who, they don't have their call signs. They're not interested in radio at all, but they bring along their RC, their drones and their models and things, because it's sort of radio related, because they come along to the club because they operate on like 2.4 or 5.8 gigahertz, and they build little antennas and stuff like that. So
fun things.
Yeah, it's
fun
good.
Things. Having fun.
Fun.
The three-letter F word.
Ham radio is fun. Ham radio is fun.
So what project are you? What project? Hayden, tonight's the presentation night. What project are you bringing to the club meeting?
Well, tonight, actually, I'm bringing merchandise to the club tonight, because we've decided to jump on the merchandise train for our local club. So that's just arrived. I had to wait for it to come from the United States. So I'm going to pick that up today, and I'm bringing that. So everyone's going to love that. As far as projects are concerned, unpacking the move is the main project at the moment. But
yes,
I'm on leave this week, so I'm doing a few things. I might film a couple of videos, because I'm going to fix a couple of repeaters that I need to really go and attend to, because they've got problems. So I might do a bit of that. So that's my project at the moment. Try and fix them.
Do you manage all the repeaters, or is it a crew of you guys?
No, not all of them. There's a crew. So there's three or four clubs in this state who all manage different repeaters at different locations. I kind of manage ones which don't really have. They've got a club association, but myself and another amateur, we go and we do the maintenance on them. So I kind of do the radio and antenna side, and he does the mechanical side. So he'll look after the mounts and the rack and making things look all good. And yes, he does mount things. That's right, beer snack.
The thought that went through my head was the quote from Wild Wild West: "Do the master of the mechanical stuff."
No, he's not in a mechanical wheelchair and in a giant spider. So,
Hayden, now are you still climbing towers, or have you ceased doing that, or what's your status with that?
I'll climb well, I don't have a tower up at the moment because I'm in a rental. But I do climb towers. Occasionally I'll go to the repeater sites and climb those to do maintenance. And usually when I'm on the way up, I'm going the things I do for amateur radio.
What's your highest? Honestly. What's the highest that you feel comfortable at? Or like
on a tower about 60 feet. I don't really like anything higher than 60 feet.
Right.
We do have one repeater site which is on the edge of a cliff, which is probably about, I'm just trying to think, probably about 100 feet. So that's quite high. So when you're on the tower's only small. The tower's only about probably 20 feet or something. So when you're on the top of that, but then you add the extra distance down the side of the cliff because it's literally right on the side of a cliff, and you start to get a little bit nervy. So
well, I was going to pretty much say the same thing as Adam said here. Once you're above 20 feet or so, it doesn't really matter. Like 60 feet or 90 feet, either way, it ain't going to be pretty when you land. So like,
no, it's all it's psychological. Because back in my 20s, I used to climb, and 40 to 60 was not a problem. 80 to 100, I always left it at 100 and literally not going over my feet at 100. But I didn't like it. It just because the tower will sway. It's a natural sway, and you either have to be accustomed to it or not. And I have a friend here locally who will go up to 300 like it's nothing. But that's just him. It's all where you are, in your comfort zone.
Did you? Was that question due to the cover that I posted on Instagram of when I was a little bit younger?
No, not me. I don't read that stuff.
So, Mike anyway asked if the 9700 great radio or greatest radio, Hayden?
Great radio, only because I know, and Mike would know this too, there was one thing that Icom missed the boat on that radio, and that was a frequency reference on the radio, an ability to effectively lock the radio to a frequency reference. They have it on their 9100, I think it is, IC 9100, but they didn't have it on the 9700. So, but still great radio. The 7300, I think, is a greater radio than the 9700.
So Scout says,
always Scout. He's always here.
Scout says, I disagree. After a certain height, I'll run out of a scream on my way down. Taking a deep breath and screaming again would be a type 4 fun.
So
he's just like Shaq.
I want to see Scout tandem with Carlos. And I want it on video.
Good
I want it on video.
Good point.
You want to listen to a couple of minutes of
I've got a mute button, so it's okay.
And when that changes a little bit.
Okay, so Hayden, can you take like 10 or whatever quickly because most of us are used to 70 centimeters to max 180 meters, right? In that range of radio. When you start going
meters.
160
meters. That's a good band.
Yeah. When you start going into like the 5 gigahertz, the 2, what are you doing on each one of those? What is the mode? And like, is it a wide band? Is like, what is it? Like just each one as you go that you're working with.
Yeah. So I guess the lower bands above 70 centimeters, 23 centimeters acts a lot like 70 centimeters. It's pretty good. We use that for sideband. We've actually got 20 in our city, so we've got I don't know how many hams we've got around here. We've got 80 in the club, so that gives you a bit of an idea. But we've got about 25 who are on 23 centimeters, and they have a QSO party every Sunday. And then when you start to get to above, that sort of frequency, you get to observe things like trees and raindrops and buildings and all sorts of reflections and refractions. So on a high frequency like 5 gigahertz or something, if you point, you could have two stations that can't see each other, but they both point at a common point, so like a rain cloud or a building, and then they can make contact. And then gradually, as you get higher and higher, things like the humidity and water absorption, the water in the air, the humidity actually absorbing the radio signal. So it's rather interesting just from a physics type of perspective and how it actually all works. And obviously, moon bounce is digital modes, not FT8, but JT65 and things like that, bouncing signals off the moon and then receiving them on the other side of the planet. It's pretty cool, and it's not as easy as it sounds either. So
no,
yeah, but it does get very expensive because when you go up in frequency, to get the power is very expensive. It's not easy to get the kind of power at higher frequencies. So 50 watts at 70 centimeters is easy. 50 watts at 10 gigahertz is very hard.
At what point do you hit the visual spectrum? Like, have you played with? I remember seeing something. I think you were on Josh's channel when you had talked about using the light. They were using the red LEDs and they were communicating. Have you tried that?
I haven't tried it, but I don't know what actually happened to them. They were called the cloud burners. They were operating on 474 terahertz, so rather high. And it created a nice red glow that made the police very interested in what was going on. But yeah, it was just modulating radio over light. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Over quite a fair distance. I think that was 200 miles or something. So it's quite a fair way. Yeah.
Very good.
So just to clarify, I saw some funny comments about Joseph says Daniel is secretly a broadcast radio engineer. I was thinking, most of us go to 80 meters max, right? And I was like, there's 160. So I just put them together and said 180 by accident. So,
Well, according to Radio Runner Chris, that's the Canadian pirate radio band.
What frequency is that? I'm intrigued now. 1.6 megahertz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't do math on camera, so.
I'm learning that still.
Yeah. So, Izzo, when you were doing your POTA, how are the conditions lately for radio? I haven't been on. I literally the last 3 weeks have been just insane because next week I'm on holiday. I don't care who calls me. My phone is I almost dropped my drink. My phone is being shut off. That's it, guys. So at the beginning, before we went live, I had my guitar out and I was getting ready to open up the show singing "It's the End of the World as We Know It" by REM.
Give us a come on, give us a go.
It's good.
Press 1 in the chat, guys, if you want to hear multiple.
And then
yeah, hit a 1 in the chat.
He's actually very good. He's actually very good.
Joe, did you record it? Because I swear, if you recorded that, so we got to finish this conversation. I'm sorry. Okay, we did the whole hey Hayden, welcome to the clubhouse. Tell us about yourself. How we got to deal with this? So Joe, if you guys don't know, Joseph, you don't want me to rant. You do not want me to rant. Joe is famous for screenshots and recording people, and he happened to say, I just have to shut off my recording, and now he's taken off. Listen, what are you doing? You better not. If you did, Joe, I swear I'm getting on it.
How far is Canada from Mississippi?
It's not far enough, Joe. I'm telling you that. Okay, I'm telling you that now. I will make it there.
Border open.
It's open for business, and that's what I'm going to take care of. Let me tell you.
Why?
Ouch.
There we go. Canadian mafia is going to come down.
Well, I think we've got enough ones in the chats for you to play your guitar, Dan.
Pick up your guitar.
I ain't doing that. No, we can't afford the copyright, guys. Sorry. Not happening.
Not like you're going to get taken down for that intro anyway, so.
Oh, we're going to clip it. We're going to cut that out. Don't worry. The Looney Tunes. Shane, you got that taken care of, right, buddy? There you go.
I meant more along ripping my video off. Don't worry
hold
about
on.
Looney Tunes.
Hold on.
Hang on.
No friggin' way. What are you doing?
Turn up your volume, everybody. Turn up your volume.
No way. I will boot you, permanently banned from the.
You've heard of MTV Unplugged, Ham Radio Clubhouse Unplugged. There you go.
Ooh.
This is no, Joe. I swear. I swear.
Don't swear. We don't have a swear jar tonight.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm hovering over remove from stream.
He's just got a
take
dead.
it over, buddy.
Joe's got a deadpan face. Look at him. He knows that he's.
Oh yeah. So
it's all right. It's only going to turn into a GIF. It's all fine.
Oh,
Izzo,
yes, what do you got,
gifts.
Izzo? Go ahead, take it over for now. I'm going to put you in the lead here.
I like guys who could just pick up a guitar and just start playing.
Sorry, I had to remove him for a second.
Where's Shane? Get Shane in here. I need Shane to help me.
Right.
We're a tag team.
Shane, are you going to be here soon to save us?
No, he's not.
No,
so real quick,
I think he's got a double tonight.
That ain't going to save us.
Hang on a second. So there's a couple guys up here chatting around here over. So James Linden moved up to Canada. He's now in VE3 land, and apparently he was talking to his club about Joseph VE3 GKT and saying how fast he was going to pass him for activating Ontario.
Wow.
Ooh. There you go.
Do it on 60 meters. You'll.
Channel 4, baby. Channel 4. Where was it here? I saw something. Listen, guys, maybe we can make a deal about so many coffees and we'll do something.
There you go. There you go. Oh, very good.
You know? So hold on. Let me just. I'll
hit that record button, Joe. Hit it.
There you go. Those are the chords.
All right, everybody.
So,
if you want more, he just teased you.
Buy some beers.
It's gonna go off now.
Dawn, yeah, I gotta go, guys. See ya. Dawn N5SKT says Molson rant. What's up?
Actually, I've got a question about Molson rants.
Yeah,
okay. Go ahead.
You should do. You know how YouTube Shorts is quite popular at the moment. I think everyone here probably knows what YouTube Shorts is.
Yeah.
You should do a YouTube short a day on a Molson rant. I'd watch that stuff.
Listen, right now, like the last couple of weeks, everything I wanted to rant about was like just something so polarizing. It's like today you can't even like
just do it.
Yeah, but the problem is that everything is like it's not even about rationalizing things. It's not even about talking about it. It's either you're for us or you're against us type of thing, right? It's kind of like Balfangs, right? It's if you like him. No, listen.
Or ham radio is a hobby or a service.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's pure vile, it's hatred, right? And so for me, especially with what's happening, I can't rant because we'll get just as many thumbs down as we get thumbs up, or I'll get some sort of I'll have to like, it's horrible. It's horrible. That's
It's like
what
what
we're
I
at today.
It's
That's
like
where
what
we're
I
at.
saw today at the park. I saw engagement, and it is what it is.
Is that what you call it over there?
His rants are too long for shorts.
Very good,
Part
James.
1, part 2.
That's the challenge. You got to keep it under 60 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. What would be what? I think the best thing, because if I rant about something that is on my mind, I would forget it. Somebody said, you know what we should do is an impromptu rant. Somebody suggests something and we just go for it.
Talking over a net frequency.
Oh, come on. I already did that. That was too easy. That was
7.188.
7.188. Come on. What is it? Old fogey net? What is it? I forget. Like
I thought that was the friendly net. Yeah.
soil depends net.
Friendly net.
Yeah, that's right.
Depends
The
net.
not so friendly net.
Someone should start. We should start a colonoscopy net on 80 meters, and just
Yeah, but the worst. You say that, but the thing is, it'd be a hit. It would be a success. It really would.
that's what I
It
mean.
really would. And then some retired doctor would come on and be like, I will do, like, giving personal medical advice over the net is really what's going to happen. Right?
Keep going, Daniel. Come on, Molson.
Scout.
Scout.
Molson's
5 beers.
Unplugged. I request anything by Neil Young, an original angry Canadian. Yeah. Neil Young. How about some Rush?
Who's your favorite Canadian singer, Dan?
I don't know. I like so many. Many.
You just don't
varieties
know
of
any
music.
singers, or
No, like they're all good. So like Tragically Hip is good, and then I like Buddy Guy, who's not like Buddy Guy is blues. Like that was one of my first blues artists that I really liked. I like all genre of music, so like it's really hard for me to say my favorite singer. I don't know what's that one. I was gonna say some girl that Jan Arden. That's my favorite. You know, Shania Twain. You guys know those guys? No, you don't know Shania Twain.
Shania who?
Shania Twain.
Oh, that's
No.
right. She was that one from the 90s.
Yeah, that's right. No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I have a specific favorite singer. What about you? What Tasmanian artist is your favorite one, Hayden?
There are none.
Exactly. So it's
I think you
'cause of
mean
the
Australia.
Australia.
Australian. What's your favorite Australian artist?
I don't know. It's hard because it depends. It obviously it has to be someone who's international, and it's the same too. I'm across all genres as well.
Shaq and Greg, thank you so much for the beers. He
Shaq,
says,
you're 20.
I don't want to hear you play guitar. I want to hear you sing. I bet I didn't see the rest of that. So
He bets you're a good singer.
20 beers.
Oh.
Oh, holy Christ. Thank you, Greg.
That's a good bet.
Thanks.
He's an excellent. I can say that he is an excellent singer
thank you.
from hearing you. Yeah. Guitar player. Yeah.
Yeah. Any of you guys play instruments? Hayden, do you play an instrument?
Nah.
Izzo,
I used to.
what did you used to play?
Guitar, trumpet. I went over to piano, but my piano teacher ended up committing suicide because I guess I was just too tough with her. We had a lot of difference of opinions, and she didn't show up one day. But no, but I actually learned to read music, which actually helped me as I started playing the trumpet, and I went into some jazz, and with piano too. It really helped me. Learning how to read music to me was awesome. I hated it at first, but I'm glad I did. So,
Beer snack. What about you?
Instruments? Nah. No,
Triangle.
I know. Yeah, I'm really good with the cowbell, the wood block, cymbals. Even I can do cymbals. Don't let me do canastas, but I can do cymbals.
Can you do the kazoo?
I don't know, but can you hum a few bars?
What are those finger symbols? Is that what you're talking about?
The
Those
canastas,
yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a lobster, and then mom said it wasn't possible, so I became a finger cymbal player.
the things you learn when you watch the show every Tuesday. This is why you're here.
Hayden, what's that instrument that is like wow 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 wow?
Didgeridoo.
Huh?
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo? That is honestly a really cool sounding instrument. What does it even look like? Is it like a tube?
Yeah, it's not quite straight. It's a long tube.
Yeah.
You can you can mimic it with a PVC pipe, but yeah.
Every time I hear it, I'll let the next thought I have is Ricola, and I know that's a completely different part of the world, but
I'm actually thinking Peter Frampton. You know.
Well, I was thinking that's not a knife. That's a knife.
That's a knife.
Joe, do you play an instrument?
Yeah.
I own a guitar, but I'm better at playing radio.
I thought you were going to say, I own a band. I play all the instruments. So I'm going to have someone to take off. I don't know.
You got to get the band back together.
Yeah.
Let me alert. You know what? We should do a short video of that where we're all in our screens with we'll all. The inspiration will be Izzo in the 80s with his mullet, and we all have to dress up and pretend like we're playing
mullet. It wasn't a mullet.
It was so a mullet.
It was so not a mullet.
So what?
Did you ever have a mullet? Did you ever have a mullet, Dan?
No. You know, when I was younger, I had like the no lie, I had so much hair. I used to have like the Wolverine style hair.
Flock of seagulls.
I did. I really did. I'll see if I can find.
So you look like Hugh Jackman. Is that what you're trying to say?
Better.
Or you just had the hair?
Better.
I look better. No lie, I did.
Better.
What do we say?
So what happened?
He's gonna go hunt his computer now.
I got married. That's what happened. My wife, my kids will tell you.
Yeah, I was going to say you had kids as well, did you?
Yeah, well, my kids, my daughter Emma's like, Dad lost his hair after me. So, in which I literally did.
First kid. Second kid, third kid.
and then the gray was the fourth. So yeah. yeah. Did I tell you guys about my cows?
No,
we've heard enough about cows for one day, I think.
Yeah, are they the same cows that Don saw?
No,
it was a
cow. Are you live streaming?
Are you
live streaming your pasture?
It was a what?
Wait,
you say a cow on a pole. Oh, cow on a bull.
No, the other morning, I've been getting up early. The other morning, I got up, I don't know, just after the sun came up. And
so like 10 a.m. then?
My wife comes into the bedroom. She's like, the cows are in the garden. So they literally broke out of the paddock. They went down my neighbor's, like they have their farm, down it, and then broke back into my yard where the garden is. And literally, I look outside, and they're just in there eating all of our garden. So there goes the whole summer's work. No, there's still a lot left over. They did it twice. We even reinforced the fence here, right?
What do you have growing in there?
So it's like 5,000 square feet of garden. There's like 70 tomato plants. There's zucchinis, beans. But they love the asparagus, which is like done. The season's over, so it's just the stalks. And they go to that, and what the problem is that they trample through all the tomato plants to get to the asparagus. And so I haven't even looked. I haven't even looked to see what the damage is, because I'm afraid to look.
So next year, put the asparagus next to the cow pasture,
where they break
move
in
the tomatoes to the other side.
Hey, listen,
that makes sense.
Thursday, one of them's going, and Friday coming back as ground beef and steak. So that's the first level of payback. I'll tell you that one. So I was going to take another one, and my son says, no, this is the troublemaker. He's the influencer. So that guy's going first to get slaughtered. I'll tell you that one. But the funniest part is
God,
the problem is that I don't.
Mafia. He's like the Godfather. Look at him.
Teach him a lesson. Start with the knees, boys. Start with the knees.
In case he comes over.
The problem is I don't have a way to get the cow to, the slaughterhouse. So there's like, you can either hire a service called a Grover. I think that's what it's called. And
just
then
walk down the road with some asparagus and they'll follow you. It's all right.
Exactly.
Come on. I got some asparagus for you. Come on.
That's how they used to take them to slaughter. That's how they used to do it. Walk them down the road to. Come on, Bess, we're going to the butcher today.
Watch them tomato plants. Watch out.
Yeah.
Now, so you either hire a company to come and bring it for you there. It's called a Grover, or you borrow a livestock trailer from a buddy. Which
what's it? What do you mean they bring it?
The cow to the slaughter place.
Oh, right? Okay. Sorry,
it's like Uber for livestock, is what
I was about to say. It's a cowbird.
Yeah, exactly. What? So my son
bring
says,
the tools. Why don't they bring the tools to you?
Because
it makes
like
a mess.
mobile
It makes a mess. It makes a mess.
You have to technically, I think it is that you can't unless you have a friend, he'll do it for you. It's if you have to get it done by a certified government approved.
How does that conversation go down?
Just ride him into town. What is that? Mongo. So, anyways, let me finish telling you this. So my son. So I have these. I'm trying to find an option. There's two options. My son says, "Hey, worst and worst, we just rent a U-Haul, put it in the back of it, and that's it." Well, I said, "Yeah, but I can't do that because the last time I did that, I brought the goats to auction, and I got yelled at by the health lady because a U-Haul. The only problem with it is that there's no holes for air, although it's not sealed off. But I show up to this. I show up to the auction places to auction off 7 goats, and I open up the back of this U-Haul trailer, and there's 7 goats in there. And the government inspection lady who's verifying them all, she goes, you're not supposed to bring them in a U-Haul, right? I said okay. And she goes, I'm supposed to refuse them. I said, okay, well, why can't I bring them in the U-Haul? Because they don't have a proper air holes. So I said, no problem. If you want to refuse it, I'll just drive 45 minutes back home with them in the back of the U-Haul. Or you can accept them now, and they won't have to take a 45-minute drive back home in a U-Haul.
You're right. You got some tough laws up there, man.
She's like,
I would
okay.
be angry too.
Well, listen, I don't blame her. Listen, a U-Haul. Come on,
Just,
the worst.
Just leave the back door open. Just leave the door open for them.
The worst part is the cleanup. It's
they used to do that with. Wait a minute. They used to do that with us in the station wagon. We used to sit in the back of the station wagon, looking at the cars coming at us, and we turned out fine.
The good old. What is it? What did they used to call that? They're the seats facing backwards. Yeah, we're still. The jury's still out if you turn out fine, Don. But we hear what you're saying.
Well, he turned out something.
What happened? Did she accept him?
She did, because it was really okay, I hear you, but if you refuse them, you're subjecting them to another 45 minutes of in the trailer. So she's like,
she needs some asparagus, is what she needs. She just needs some asparagus.
That's the best investment. If you're ever looking to make money, buy goats for $10 a piece and then sell them at auction for $3.50. It's a good investment after 3 months.
Have you watched on Amazon Clarkson's Farm? Is that over there?
I don't know.
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's Jeremy Clarkson. He goes and he runs his farm, which is usually run by someone else, but he decides to go and do it, and it's in the middle of the pandemic. And he did the same thing. He purchased sheep, and he wanted sheep because he thought, sheep are a cheap way to keep the grass low. Yeah, no, he realized that they're not really. They cost him more than what a mower would have cost.
Well, that's why I went from goats to cows, because goats are very slow at cutting the grass. They'll eat anything. They'll eat your trees, but they're not fast. But it's funny because yesterday I was like, I haven't been on the radio in a while. So I got on 40 meters and I was calling CQ. Or was it 40 or 20? I forget.
I think it was.
Anyways, some guy from England, from England, he was calling CQ. So I said, hey, I'll come back to him. And, the typical, okay, you're 5'6", and he's like, so tell me about yourself, start the whole conversation. Next thing you know, we're talking about tractors and trucks. I know nothing about, and he's like, what kind of engine's in that truck? I'm like, I don't know. Let me Google that. And so but it was nice. Honestly, it was a nice, I'm not much to talk to people about personal things on radio, but it was actually a pleasant conversation. It was 25 minutes, and the guy was super nice. He wanted to talk about everything that I don't care about, but it was nice. I enjoyed it. His name was Dave, and then his buddy Jack came on, and it was good.
And then the net started, and Molson started.
And then you was having a friendly net.
I thought you were going to say
the farm net.
that
That's the farm net.
I thought you were going to say that you hadn't been on the radio for a while, so you dialed up 40 meters, started calling CQ, responded to his call, and he started a 5.6, and then your goat ate through your coax, and he went and he disappeared.
But it's funny because who said it? Taz said he's seen 2 goats in the trunk of a car once, and the trunk lid was closed. They were on a 45-minute to an hour drive or so. My neighbor, like literally, like the next farm over, when she moved there, she used to bring her 2 goats everywhere, and they should put them in on leashes, put them in the back of her car, and they get bigger and bigger, and man, do they stink! But those things, man, it's like a constant dribble.
Your neighbors or?
Oh.
I want to tell you guys a ghost
I'm not
story
close
so
enough.
bad. I can't.
But those things are literally. Imagine you take a raisin box and you slowly churn it, and they just start bloop 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 bloop. That's a goat pooping all the time. It literally is nonstop pellets falling on the ground. That's when I had to clean the U-Haul trailer. Like it was. And how do you clean a U-Haul trailer? You're trying to use a hose, and it's splashing everywhere. No, this stuff is like. And then they stomp on it when they're in there too. And
so he's sitting here talking about goat pellets, and I just knocked my Reese's Pieces on the floor, and I think I'm no longer appetized.
Same thing.
Hayden, do you have a microphone on your chair, Hayden?
Do you guys have anything that destroys your coax over there? So any animals? I'm saying
cats, dogs, deer.
Nice.
Okay.
Mice.
Nothing that flies then.
I haven't had an experience yet.
We have cockatoos here, and they will rip holes in your coax and just peck it to shreds.
Cock. Is that Google friendly?
COCKATOO. Cock. 2.
It sounds like half French.
We've got here's some options in the United States. You have rabbits and squirrels. You have let's see, other animals. Yep. Rabbits. Oh, lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are good for eating coax.
Yeah.
And weed whackers.
Yeah, we won't talk about my infant half-life.
Weed makers.
What's left
Did you
of it?
chop up the cable?
Exactly. The matching box that's mounted on my fence.
I thought surely
No, it's
goats
still
will
mounted.
eat it, won't they?
The wire that was up through the tree that I didn't realize fell because I don't use that antenna very often. Yeah, that got found by the mower.
That's a whoops.
Made a hell of a racket when that motor stopped dead.
Are you still looking up cockatoos, Dan?
I'm looking at.
I don't want to know what he's Googling, honestly.
I think I did.
Share the screen. Share the
No,
screen.
No.
No.
That's probably not a good idea.
Listen, there's nothing there. Come on. There you go. Look, there's the cockatoo.
Yeah.
But I think I did a school project on this when I was in elementary school. All I have to say is thank goodness there was no
throat singing in YouTube.
So I wanted to show them when we were talking about. So
That's something you can
drop
do.
my cigar.
So I wanted to show you guys when you were asking about favorite singers. It wasn't a favorite singer, but there is this really weird, cool native. It's more. It's like up in the northern Canada. The Inuits do it. It's called throat singing. I don't know exactly.
Yes.
It is so weird but cool, and like some people are just. So if you ever have a chance, see if you can find throat singing, and it's quite an interesting. Or is it nose
give
singing?
us a bar or two.
Hold on, I don't know how to do it. Let's see if we can Google nose singing.
You play the guitar.
I can do that one. Hold on.
No, it's throat singing. So check it out later on if you have a chance. Izzo.
Yeah.
This
How
is
about
this whole
the band conditions? How about the band conditions?
Joseph, I have nothing to hide. I don't need to use incognito for anything. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah,
so
says the podcast listeners later on. That was hilarious.
Shane is absolutely correct. We were discussing the birds, and for those of you, and Plasma noted it, for those of you who remember back in the 70s, the show Beretta, there you go. So just think of the bird.
Which bird, Don? This bird?
No, not that bird. Not that one.
That's the one we're all familiar with. Foreign relations.
That doesn't mean the same in every country. Right?
No, it's used endearingly here.
Really?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I mean, that's how we use it too, kind of. But just amongst friends.
Yeah, with a couple of other words.
Yep.
So Hayden, would you be open to if we invite guests on to come on, our viewers, if they want to come on? Are you guys all good with that? I'll put the link out and let's get some viewers in. So listen, guys, we'd love to have you guys come on. If you haven't been on the show before, we're going to put the link inside the live chat and just click it. We'll let you in. If we don't let you in, it's either because it's full or we don't like you. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm joking, but I'm joking. No, he's not. Anyways,
you're doing a viewer invasion, are you?
Do not. What's that?
He said we're doing a viewer invasion.
Viewer invasion.
Pay attention.
All right. So I have
you?
A horrible one. Obviously. Horrible. So I have put the link in the live chat. So come on. We'd like to have you guys on. If you haven't been on before, we'd love to see you in here. And if you have been in before, it's okay. You can come in too. Scout, you should come in because we need some of your comedic relief.
What I think we should do is I think Shane should take a break from working for the moment and go out to the lobby and line for a minute.
Use the toilet, Shane. Use the toilet.
You want him to go out by the pool again?
No, not by the pool.
Go over to the tarmac. Go to the tarmac.
Revisit Mexico.
We don't need that.
If anyone in the live chat, if anyone in the chat can do throat singing, we want to see you on as well.
Plasma Storms, how are you doing, buddy?
All right, how you doing?
So this is the famous Plasma Storm. I've never seen
you
it
just
before.
lost points with me, buddy. Jacksonville Jaguars, really?
I'm in Jacksonville. What can I say? Besides that, the shirt cost me $1.
Hey,
well, yeah. Look at the record. That's why.
Oh.
Wait. I grew up in Jacksonville.
He speaks the truth.
I grew up in Jacksonville, so
Jaguars have had 3 winning seasons since they started back in, what was it, 96?
95.
2 winning seasons. And both of those seasons were their 3rd and 4th years.
No, their first year.
No.
Yeah, because they went all the way to the playoffs.
Third season.
They were 1 game away.
That was 3rd season.
Are you guys talking hockey?
Because that was the same season the Carolina Panthers did it.
I thought that was
Daniel,
the
talking about basketball.
It's sports ball is what they're talking about.
American football.
Are you talking about golf?
Home run!
If I were talking about golf, you'd all be asleep.
Foosball.
Okay, water boy.
Oh, here. You're talking about football, right? So my buddy flew out the other week to he flew. I'm not going to tell you too much information, but he flew away. He's gone for training for 6 months for our equivalent of what your FBI is, and he's in 2 weeks quarantine in the hotel. And he says, essentially, we were texting. I said, how's it going? He goes, life is pretty miserable when you're sitting 2 weeks in a hotel room and you're watching a football game with 60,000 people packed into a stadium. You know, like it's the so polar opposite. You guys down there, like these 60,000 people in the stadium, and up here, it's like 2 weeks in quarantine. You can't leave your room. So we watch your football now, not for the show and the entertainment, but for the dreams of what freedom is again. So thank you. Thank you.
What's the Canadian equivalent of the FBI? Is that just a couple of nice guys in suits that just say sorry all the time, or?
I think it's our RCMP, I believe, is our RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Oh, so they're the ones that go around on the horses with the big hats.
Yep.
For ceremonies,
Big
yes.
Big hats, yep.
For ceremonies.
Huh.
Yeah. So they're the federal police. Yeah.
Nothing strikes fear than a guy with a big hat on a horse coming towards you. Eh?
It's not even one of those badass cowboy hats. It's like just
It's
literally
like
the flat brim, like.
Oh, thank you, Dudley Do Right.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser.
Pretty much. Evan, Whiskey 9 Zulu Alpha Whiskey. How you doing, buddy?
What's happening, man? What's going on?
What's up, Evan?
Hey,
going on, Joe?
welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Evening,
Don,
fellas.
can
How's that peanut butter whiskey?
I ain't got to it yet, but the night is young.
Yeah. Are you East Coast or West Coast over there? You must be West Coast.
I'm in Indiana, about 30 miles north of Kentucky, so I guess they classifies us as the Midwest.
Nice. Don, can you take over from me? I'm going to go get another drink.
Absolutely.
Oh, apparently, isn't Evan? Aren't you over there by Shaq and Greg?
Yeah,
Close
we're
to
about
Shaq and Greg?
20 minutes from each other. Yeah.
My condolences
That's
to you.
bad.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry that your
Sorry.
property values have dropped because of him. But
Damn, Don, you beat me to it.
so, Evan, when you're operating, any favorite modes that any favorite bands or modes that you like?
I do a lot of POTA activations, so the majority of my HF is all portable. Although today I was able to make some adjustments to the NFIT half wave that I use here in the shack, really just for FT8. But I had it at a sloper. It was at about 6 feet, going up to about 30, and then now it's a flat top at 30 feet, and it's amazing how much of a difference it's made. So my faith is renewed in the NFIT half wave, but still kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a more permanent solution here for HF at the shack. Spent a lot of time on 20 meters, 40 meters, 17, 30, kind of all over the place. But
Excellent.
I've got a lead on a 40-foot tower about 3 miles down the road. Guy just going to give it to me if I take it down. So that's the next accomplishment to get under the belt.
What kind of tower?
It's a Ron 25, and he's got, I guess it's 4 sections of it plus a top. There's nothing on the top of it right now. So he was using it for internet, and since they came and ran fiber optic through the area, it's sitting there empty, and just offered it up to me. I pass it every other day, and can't go wrong for free. So the question is what I put on the top of it, and that's kind of where I'm undecided. I've been thinking a lot about either a cobweb or even a hex beam, but we'll see.
I was gonna say, put a birdhouse on top, see what happens.
They can't complain. And also joining us today here is Scout. What's up, Scout?
Scout.
No audio.
What? No audio, buddy. Come on.
That's him
Come
being
on.
funny.
This is not your first time here.
No, but I still don't learn.
Still no audio.
Yeah, just living the dream,
Excellent.
hanging out. Yep. Last weekend I went and did 2 soda activations. Up here in Wisconsin, I have to drive away, so it was about 2.5 hours to the first one, which was happened to be in a POTA park as well. So got a double whammy there.
What'd you bring for a radio and antenna for that?
I used my Pactina Infant half wave on 20 and then I brought the 891 because normally I like to do QRP when I'm doing POTA and stuff, but it's when you're driving that far, it really sucks to just sit there and have nobody hear you. So I brought the big guns with.
Right. And Evan, same thing for you. When you're out doing POTA, what's your favorite antenna? Like, what's your go-to?
Anymore, I've been using ham sticks, 20 meter, 40 meter ham sticks. They're just very easy and they work. For a long time, I was using wire dipoles, which I don't know that anything bad could be said about a wire dipole, but the ham sticks are great. I mean, they go up and come down really quick. I've done a lot of radar activations with them where, you're, I think, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and they're up. There's a video over on Shaq and Greg's YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And it's kind of a real-time activation where we were on our way down to Huntsville and hit a couple parks along the way. And it was, I think we're in and out of there under 20 minutes in almost every spot. So I use the ham sticks quite a bit. I enjoy them. I've got a Wolf River coil set up too. And I like that. It's just a bit of a pain to get it tuned and get it right. But I can't say enough good things about the ham sticks. I've been working on my Kilo Award for POTA from the Jackson, Washington State Forest, which is my closest park. So it's 13 activations from that park, and I've got 922 contacts in the log. So almost there, and probably about 85% of them are on a ham stick.
Excellent.
Beer Snack, do you have an announcement?
No. I just want to warn everybody.
Uh-oh.
It's Tank Radio! Woo! I'm on the Clubhouse. What is going on, y'all?
What's up, Tank?
R.I.P. Headphone users.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I think it was great the fact that all of us at the same time. Yep.
I had to say it was
Only once.
I knew it was coming.
I was hoping California was just going to keep them, but they threw them back.
You're on mute.
I can't stay in California. No.
Tank,
no.
you're on mute. We didn't hear you.
Oh, really?
No.
So just to there's people trying to get in still. Give us a couple minutes, and when somebody drops out, try again, and we'll bring you in. Okay, guys? So don't give up. There's still opportunity.
Phil's right.
So
I'll make some room. So.
You sure?
I almost ran into the other room.
I just
All right.
stopped in to say hi. So it's nice to be on a live stream with Hayden. I've chatted with you a few times. It's good to meet you, man. So
Good to meet you too, Scout.
see you all later. Have a good one.
Good guy.
Hey,
Good
thanks
night.
for coming
Great
by.
guy, everybody. Good. He's a good guy.
All right. So if that was you, try again. Yeah.
But man,
What-
it's good to be home, and I haven't hooked up the good camera yet. Sorry for the
We
video.
can tell.
Nah, it's fine.
I can't
It's all
see the
good.
difference.
Oh, Don! Wow.
I missed Frank. I missed him and Jason and the boys for it was very weird for 4 days. I don't know.
We did not have internet. When we went back to the campsite, it was only like we had internet for a mile into the road. Then the next
Right.
4 miles we had to drive, or actually it was probably like 6 or 7. There was no connection. So we were, all of us, YouTubers, with no internet connection at night. We couldn't do anything. Man, I can't wait till SpaceX comes out with a mobile modem that we can use. But from the picture, I have a picture that with of like Jason and I's computers out and a bunch of wires and anything, you wouldn't know that we stayed at a primitive site. It was it was fun. I loved it. It was a great time. You're going to be seeing videos about it. I'm not going to take over this stream about this. This is about who are we talking about today?
Well,
I'll
what
let you
we're
not take over a stream.
gonna take 30 seconds. We're gonna make an announcement quickly. We're gonna do a couple of sticker pack giveaways. The stickers, the Clubhouse stickers. So if you would like, Dan, you got that all set up?
Yeah, it's ready to go.
I already got it.
Steve's got it set up. So if
Some
you
of
would
us,
like,
it doesn't matter.
if you would like to get a sticker pack on from the Clubhouse, our 2 stickers right now, type into the chat Clubhouse, And let's Clubhouse guys, let's not put our names in like the last time.
What
Hey,
happened?
Steve, what error do you
Does
have
that
on your
include me?
page?
I don't know. It just says an error occurred.
Yeah,
You
it
have the
doesn't
same
look
one?
like anybody. Nope, looks like nobody. Did none of the entries. Hold on, guys. Hang on.
Hey,
Just
Hang
re-
on.
come on,
just
Steve.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Do it live.
One job. One job.
There it goes.
There
There
you
it
go.
goes.
There it is.
Keep it coming, Clubhouse.
There we go.
So
All right, who we got? 20 entries. Come on, guys. I'm at 22.
Like Shaq and Greg needs more stickers. What's he doing? Doing Bondo on his
Right.
car?
No, he's getting a bigger fridge.
So Frank, how did the not to give away secrets or anything like that, but you worked on that battery pack for your
Yes.
your CPAP machine? How, just quickly without giving away too much, how did that go?
It went beautifully. It went so well. I did not even film anything about it.
Nice.
It performed great. The only downside was this time, since we didn't stay at camp, no one had solar cells out. And since it was like a drive-up camp and not a hiking camp, we didn't really want to leave them out. And I ran out of the 9 amp hour battery. I actually got an additional battery from Adam. Had a 60 amp hour battery, this huge box that he had. And I used that for the last 2 nights that we were there.
Excellent.
But it worked for the 2 nights that I said it was supposed to work for. No hitches, no nothing. It just worked. So
Frank, how about the rest of the equipment? Your sleeping bag, the tent, the backpack, everything meet or exceed?
Yep.
You need-
Yep. The sleeping pad was a little bit still rough, but what are you going to get out of a half-inch foam? The backpack I ended up not taking just because we were doing day hikes the whole time, and what do you need a 60-liter backpack for a day hike? So I did not take it. Other than that, man, everyone's equipment worked great. I don't think we had too many issues.
So Steve, are you ready to do the draw?
Yeah. Yep. We're
All
up
right.
to 32. So
32. Let's do. We're going to do another
Go for
sticker
it.
pack
Go for
after.
it.
Oh, 33. Look at that.
33. Okay.
So
I'm on.
let's go ahead and draw.
We got so bored we started to do other houses.
Yeah, saw a few
yeah,
of
I
those.
saw that.
I was about to say.
Evan.
Evan.
Hey, how about that?
Congratulations, Evan.
Nice job.
I never win anything.
Yes, you just did.
Congratulations.
This is the best thing you
Fantastic.
ever
Thank
won.
Listen, at the clubhouse, everybody's a winner.
So-
Okay.
How about that?
I want to ask the people in the chat or in the video feed. You can raise your hand. Everyone else in the chat put a 1. Who'd made contact with any of us over the weekend? I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We pretty much Joe was on there. They're like, "Oh, that's Joe Bray. Hold on now. Let's everyone lined up," and we pretty much ran through everybody with
Yeah.
you, man.
Saw you
That was
guys on
nice.
ham alert going off. The
Right.
ham alert was hot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don, did I get Don? I don't think I got Don. But we pretty much activated a lot.
That was the only
4
park I
parks.
could hear y'all at.
Yeah.
I didn't hear y'all at any of the other ones. So I was,
Yeah, I heard Chuck once. Frank, I heard Chuck once on 20 meters. 20 meters kind of spiked a little bit for me,
Mhm.
and just as I started to jump in, he just faded away. It was the most frustrating thing. It's like watching a ship just take
Mhm.
off and go out
Nah.
towards the horizon, and then you don't see him anymore. I was like,
we heard
"Oh."
That was just
KAMRD, and then yes, that's Mike. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
we
that's
heard
just
from him.
them. That's just them realizing that it's you and turning the power down on their radio. Oh, sorry, I'm not hearing you. I'm sorry, no one.
Let's turn down. Great one, Hayden.
Oh, I didn't realize I had the RF gain turned up too high.
Evan, you're
Hey,
good on
Evan,
the
are
Zed,
you
right?
good?
Say that again.
Are you good on QRZ?
What'd you say, Molson? Oh yeah,
Is that
yeah,
you
I'm
good?
on there. Yep, I'm on there.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a nice shack, man. I was just checking out your QRZ to see if your address is there, and I like your shack. That's a nice setup.
Thanks,
you
man.
got
Yeah, we live way out in the middle of nowhere. We're on 40 acres out in the woods here, and they call it the Hoosier Hills. And we built this place back in 2018, and there was a pole barn here. We poured the concrete in it, and then we built a loft that's 8 foot by 16 foot. So my son and I, Zane, he's getting ready to be 11. We've done all the construction in here and built this from nothing. So it was a lot of fun. It's probably one of the most gratifying projects that I've ever done. I do a lot of woodworking, but it was great to be able to put everything together and just kind of get exactly what you want out of it. So it's been a lot of fun.
All right, what are we laughing at, guys?
We broke his neck.
What's the joke, please?
They're in the private chat.
You got to read the private.
All right, so we got another giveaway.
Now I see. Now I get it.
So hold on. I got to explain this. We're doing a private chat. That's what you guys are laughing at, right?
Yep.
About the next word we're going to use for the giveaway. I say we just Hayden, why don't you read the options?
We've got Tasmania. We've got Shane. We've got Goat. So yeah.
No.
Keep going.
Keep going. There's more there.
More there, buddy.
What's the other word you want to use?
and Beer Snack wants to use these 3 words.
No.
I will share this screen.
Udder or teat.
Plasma. What do you think we should use? I think we should let Plasma decide.
I like the idea of using Shane since he hit his 1K subscribers.
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations, Shane, on hitting 1,000 subscribers. And by the way, Shane, when is Shane's giveaway? He's doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So
he's giving away.
It's the Pack Tenna, right? The NFED Pack Tenna?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you guys are not aware, head over to this side of the radio's YouTube page, subscribe, and comment on his video where he talks about his 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And you'll have an option to, I don't know exactly what it is. Comment
Thursday.
on that video.
Can you imagine if Shane wins?
Something about my call. I think it is. You gotta write. You gotta put in your call sign, or you gotta write my call sign. So,
how about you
put my
watch
call
the
sign
video
in.
that he explains what to do? I think it's titled 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and enter to have a chance to win a Pack Tenna NFED. So that would be awesome. So Shane, capital SHANE, is the word. So we have 28 entries so far, and we'll hopefully we get a few more.
Sugar Hotel Alpha Nancy Echo.
Scout 75. It's like everyone's screaming at me and they don't even know it.
Right.
So Evan, you have a 7300, right? A 7300 in your shack?
I do in the shack, yeah. I do.
What else do you have there on the? You have 2 more rigs. You have a smaller rig. What are those 2 other rigs you have in there? 3 rigs, 4 rigs.
So there's a 8800 Yaesu for VHF, UHF, and then 891 I think may have been in that picture on QRZ. That's what I use primarily for POTA.
Yeah.
And then don't hate me, but there is a CB in there. And living out here where cell service is
no hate, brother. No hate, brother.
questionable.
Hey, nothing
A
wrong with
lot
11
of
meters.
people frown on that, but sometimes it's nice just to listen to the dirty truck drivers make nasty jokes. But the reality of it is we lose electricity up here quite often, and cell service is really bad. So any form of communication is better than no form of communication. So those are the 3 radios that are in here, and there's an old unit and bear tracker that it used to work really well when we were living up north in Indianapolis for listening to fire, EMS, and police, but everything's pretty much trunked around here anymore, so it's fairly useless without a major antenna. But it's just an option just in case. You never know. It's really what got me into radio in the first place, was just emergency communications and being able to kind of stay plugged in the event of an emergency. And these days, man, it seems like it's more apparent every day that could be a reality. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No. It's RF in the air, man. As long as it's RF in the air, it counts. There we go.
So let's do the
We're
giveaway.
at 36.
So we'll hit that draw button.
Let's see what we got. Here it goes.
Down and around she goes, where she stops.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Wait, didn't he win last week?
2 weeks in a row.
He won last week,
in a row.
and he said to give it away, but you put your name in, so you get it. That's it. So, congratulations, Scout 75. There's no buyer's remorse
Obviously, the
here.
Ham
We're
Radio
gonna put it on the wall
Clubhouse
somewhere.
All right. So
Hey,
also,
Frank, did you know
Shane,
your picture's crooked behind you?
That one?
Yeah.
It fell one day when I was doing tank radio, and I just left it like that.
That's how loud
It's
you
actually
get.
it's actually the house. The picture's straight.
Picture straight. The rest of the house is slanted.
You know,
yeah, and he's not
comments
sitting in
I
a
did
rolly
on
chair,
that?
so he's not riding down.
Yeah. That's why the door's open in the back too.
Oh, no. I'm in Texas. Don't joke about that. It will happen.
Well, you guys have a lot of sinkholes in Texas, eh?
But not
Is that it?
sinkholes. We just have foundation problems. The soil gets really, really dry in the summer, and then it gets super wet during the rain season, and dry, wet, dry, wet.
And then it freezes.
And then it freezes, and it just cracks foundations left and right, or the house will start to tilt. But
Yeah,
it
Frank,
is-
I think Shaq and Greg's going to come over to your house and fix that picture, I think.
He's going to fix the house.
The foundation
no.
for you, too.
So, Scout 75 has refused our stickers. He says he's
Again.
too good for our stickers. Yeah, he says he doesn't want our disgusting little stickers.
Why he don't
So-
like
Put your
us?
name in there.
Dude, bring them over to the old folks' home. Stick them on the refrigerator.
Oh, just
Well,
draw again.
Nick
Let's
Hogan.
draw
He
again.
didn't put his name in, but
Yeah.
Obviously, he did.
Tank radio.
he said he didn't type in the password.
My
Password is
Second
password.
grade.
Just do it again. Just do it again.
He's another one 2 weeks in a row.
Well, I was gonna say, Greg got his at Huntsville, so
Yeah.
Just have Shaq and Greg stand on one side of the room.
Tell you what, let's do this. If you have not won our stickers in the past, then put your name.
right.
Over there yet? Over there. All right. You know what?
Okay.
We're done.
I'm
Nick
making
Hogan.
I'm making an executive decision. Joseph Joseph V3GKT. He gets the stickers. I saw his
There
right
you
before tracking Greg the last time. So Joseph, congratulations.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Uh,
Can we look at
we need
the
a proxy.
can we look at the roster to make sure that let's see, is Plasma been voted in, and I believe Evans should be voted in. Can we pull up the roster there, Beer Snack?
Hey,
And what
Don.
about Hayden?
Little known fact about Plasma. All right, I sat in and signed his CEPT form. 0 to hero, same test.
Wow.
Congratulations.
yep.
Congratulations, brother. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent.
Can you speak English? CEPT test? What is that?
It's the FCC form that the VEs sign off on that say that they witnessed him passing. I don't know. I was sleeping most of the time, so.
Passing
Most
what?
of
No,
the
I didn't even know. Plasma Storm. What's your real name? Your first name? What's
William.
William? Okay. All right. Very cool.
Come on, computer.
Very good.
I'm also half Canadian, eh?
Hey, that's a hot name.
My father was born in London, Ontario.
Very cool. My mom.
So I have dual citizenship.
That's
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Actually, fun fact, my dad and my youngest of his brothers were born in London, Ontario. The rest of his family was born in London, England.
Oh.
So he's got, I have 2 uncles and an aunt that were born in London, England, and my dad and my other uncle born in Canada.
Yeah.
But they were all born in London.
I
My
imagine you don't.
parents are born in London, England, as well.
Nice.
Very cool. So yeah, I'll make a motion. With Hayden, is Hayden? Was he on before?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna make a motion.
Here's the thing.
have
Wait. Hold on. Are we accepting him under his VK call sign or his KD call sign?
Oh my God.
You mean his sugar baby call sign?
Go ahead, Hayden. Say it.
Baby.
Say it.
Kate and I, sugar baby.
I think that one came out clean too.
Vote him in twice.
No, we need to use his VK one because we have to be able to say we have an Australian member.
Make this an international club.
Yeah, so I make a motion to have Hayden, Ham Radio DX, Plasma Storm, and Evan as honorary members to the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
There you go. Congratulations, guys.
Yay.
Hey!
You cannot refuse. So, hey.
What are the rules?
Ceremony time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Molson. That's Molson on the 6th string for you.
Oh, yes, let's get back to that. So,
Wilson on the 6th string, Joe Brett on the over voice.
You're going to give us the guitar solo, Molson? Come on.
No.
If my 12 string were tuned up,
Come on,
I would
Wilson.
play, but it's not tuned up.
Surely we
You
had
could
enough
do
views
it.
donated. Righto, Joe Brett, bring up the recording. Come on.
No!
Bye, Joe Brett.
Oh, yeah.
See, you guys just derailed the whole thing. There you go. So now he's out.
Not to turn it back.
Oh, the music makes it.
But who caught the
There it
Monday
is.
Night Ham Radio playlist?
Not me.
Oh,
What
I saw
night?
your Modern Rogue video was hilarious.
Modern Road
Tank.
video.
Yes.
Actually, that's true, Brian. Brian and I were VEs together this last weekend.
Nice.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Well, I had that SSTV image at the end of my stream, and 3 minutes after it ended, I've got 2 posts in my Tank Radio chat of that image. I was like, "Ha ha, that's awesome."
Do we have a
But-
new person joining the live chat there, Digital
will.
Rancher? If so, welcome aboard.
Welcome,
Oh,
Digital Renter.
Hey.
Digital Rancher. Hey, Dennis snuck in too.
Yeah, this
What?
did.
Dennis?
Yeah, there
Adam.
Dennis.
Adam. I mean, Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis has been busy. I've seen the bits and pieces here, but he's been very busy with trying to schedule people for Hamdom Thoughts. It's just a matter of everybody being able to sync up. But we're looking forward to another one, Dennis. Whenever you get it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was just in California. We could have done another one.
Could you imagine Trainwreck if he tried to interview all of us at the same time?
Oh my god.
Nah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Do it at a local brewery? Yes.
I still like Jason's idea of breweries on the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, Jason and I did a little podcast talking about local breweries before I really got big on his YouTube channel. So if you could go back and find that, we toured a
We've
lot of breweries.
got we've got Silos on the air, which is near a brewery near here.
Silo? Is that-
Lighthouses on the air?
Do
is
you
that a
have to
silo
tune
antenna?
up the silo?
Hey, do you know what a silo is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
green silo.
Yeah. So we got Silos on the air.
So did you see my short with the silo, trying to antenna the silo?
Nope.
You didn't see that? It was my field day short video.
I've watched your chicken ape dance short, but I haven't seen that one. No.
Go watch my go watch my field day video. You'll see Silo antenna Silo. Yeah.
No, I did. Hang on, I did watch your field day video, but
I have the short.
Was that where you were running late?
Yeah, but I have a short that I put out before that, and you have to watch it because it's different. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know about cows? Watch that video. It's a literal field day.
Well,
It's what happens. It's what happens after they eat the asparagus.
So
after they
Dennis,
eat the asparagus.
Oh boy.
Dennis has an episode coming out tomorrow. It's a monologue episode. So tomorrow on Random Thoughts, I assume that means Dennis is talking to himself, and I look forward to hearing that. So
it should be some pretty good arguments.
I'm biting my tongue on that
What was the SNL skit? With Dana Carvey looks in the mirror because I'm good enough. I'm strong.
Yeah. That was Stuart Smalley.
That it is. Yes, Stuart Smalley. No,
And
looking
darn
forward
it,
to it.
people
Dennis.
like me.
Hayden, are you watching it?
Hey, yeah.
All right, no time like the present. Everyone just stop so Hayden can watch it. Everyone just hold on now. We got it.
Now, the way I've got this set up, you might actually hear the audio. So, can you hear that?
No.
No. Well, why don't you share your screen with audio, and then we can watch it on the Clubhouse.
And we got it commented on it, so it's fair use.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if we're going to do breweries on the air, I think I've got a couple around me.
ARL Field Day 2021. If anybody knows what to do for a field day, it's my buddy Tommy. So let's head over there and see what he has to say. There he is. Hey, what are you doing? The new RF exposure regulations. Tommy, when are we going to put the antenna on that tower?
It's a silo.
What? It's a tilting antenna silo. Siri, how much does it cost for a tilting antenna silo? Hey, Tommy, I know they said there was burgers, but isn't this a little excessive? I really want to work the pilot, but what do we do with this?
That's a classic. That's
Hey,
classic.
are you feeling your dummy load? And don't we have to set up radio crap? That's a massive dummy load. How much power are we going to be running? All right, guys, my ARL Field Day video is coming out soon.
Applaud.
That's still great. That's still hilarious.
So that big lagoon, I don't know if you heard it because somebody was laughing like a donkey, but it was, I said, is that the dummy load, Anyway,
It's a big pile of shit.
Exactly. That's my.
No, that was the pile up.
That's the pile up.
Working a pile up. New meaning of working a pile up.
So for those who are still listening on the podcast, go over to We Build, We Learn, and there's an AR Field Day prep short, and you can watch it there. But that was my buddy Tommy's dairy farm, and I was like, man, what can I?
You're raking the crap off.
Was he just giving you weird looks the whole time? I can't believe you're doing this. I just can't. No. Why are you? No.
Yeah, one time he's like, "What?"
That's the most awkward thing when you start doing YouTube videos and you're like, your buddy, one of your best friends, you're like, yeah, so I do YouTube videos, and they're like, what's your channel? Don't want to tell you. No, you got to tell me. And then next thing you know, he's just like, you're a dork.
Tommy, how much power are we going to be running?
That's a massive dummy load.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so literally they compress it. It goes into a pit and they seal the pit, and then the compressor puts 300 psi, and then it just blows out a tube, and a waterfall comes out in this lagoon. That's literally how they get the poop out of the barn. So, yeah,
is that the fountain feature? That
yeah,
when you rock up,
exploding diarrhea in a lagoon. Exactly.
You know they're missing the little floating lights.
The bog of
Missing
eternal
floating lights.
stench.
Greenest grass in the area.
Did they actually tilt the silo over? Did they?
No.
That would be good.
That's but I keep on bugging him. I'm like, dude, you got to get into, you have no
grain.
You have no fields to work in the wintertime. You got to get into radio, and you have like an 80-foot silo. You can put a wicked antenna up there. Mm-hmm. He's like, why would I want to get into radio?
From New England?
Wicked. Yeah. Wicked. So
wow.
I have a local friend here talking about that, Dan. He put a remote 2-meter station at the radio and the station's at the bottom of the silo, but the antenna's 100 foot up silo. He has a blast with that.
Wow.
I bet.
Worst fondue ever. Oh, God.
There it is.
Oh, wow. There you go, Scott. Thank you, man.
That's why
it looks like chocolate. It's just not really chocolate.
That's why we keep Scout around, and that's why we send him sticker packs right there.
Yes. All right, real quick. So we did mention Saturday Night Live. Yes, it is sad news today that Norm Macdonald passed away. Great comedian, great guy. And, okay. It's another one gone. And they keep going.
Yeah.
Anyway,
7-year. What is this? 7-year battle with cancer, and he pretty much kept it to himself. Nobody knew.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, very good. But no, he was a fighter till he couldn't fight anymore. So
Yeah, his producing partner said that he didn't want anybody to remember him that way, that he was sick.
Yep. Wow. Good way to do it.
I respect that. Yep. I respect that. Yep.
All right. What do we got?
Well, just kind of watching the time here. So I don't know if we want to start saying, go around the horn and.
Yeah, we can go around. We can do a round here. So with the layout we have on screen, in the bottom corner on the left-hand side, I guess. I don't know. Tank, what you got coming out, man?
Good question. Monday night coming up is going to be a live stream, and we're trying to get a guest on, and that's going to be fun when that happens. Other than that, I'm working on the videos for this last coming weekend. We had a blast. I have 50 gigs of footage and pictures to go through, so it might take me a while to get all through that. Other than that, I'm looking forward to getting on maybe some HF. We'll see.
Do you have a radio, Tank? Do you have a radio?
I was gonna say, what are you doing? Setting up the buddy hex in the backyard?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great antenna.
But fun times are coming around. Good things are coming around, and that's about it on my docket.
Good to hear. Good. Evan, what's going on for you in Ham Radio coming up?
Well, a couple things. Closing in on my Kilo Award from the Jackson, Washington State Forest. So we'll probably be back out possibly tomorrow, but definitely be Friday. We need 78 contacts to put that one to rest. And then we've got vacation coming up the first full week in October. So Shaq and Greg and I will be doing a 12-park POTA rove around Lake Monroe in Bloomington, Indiana. Nice. So that'll be pretty cool. We're doing camping on the front end, on the back end. So it'll probably be digital operations that Friday night, and then 10 parks during the day, and then a digital operation Saturday evening from our 12th park. And then lastly is the Support Your Parks weekend. That's coming up the 16th and the 17th for those folks that are out there that are activating POTA or chasing POTA. It's a great opportunity to get out, support your local parks, get on the air. my son and we've been out for the last 12 weekends straight at a different state park, activating and just camping and having a lot of fun. So encourage everybody to get out and take part in that. There's a lot of people on the radio. They say the bands are dead, but if you're into POTA, whether you're activating or hunting, that's not true. So that's pretty much what I've got going on. But I really appreciate you guys having me on. It's nice to be able to speak with all of you, and look forward to the future.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thank you.
And welcome to the clubhouse.
Absolutely. Thanks.
So, keeping it going across the bottom row, Bill Plasma, what you got going on? What's going on for you?
I think my camera froze here, but next weekend I'm planning on getting out to a special location here just north of Jacksonville. It's actually a trifecta park. It's a POTA, a IOTA, and a Beaches on the Air, all in one park.
Nice.
Very cool.
So I'm going to see if I can get out there and get that activated.
There you go.
Excellent.
Go for
Have
it.
fun with that. Good luck. Steve.
Well, my video actually uploaded, and I didn't set it to premiere, so it went live while we were on stream. But
Oops.
Dope.
oh well.
You can change that. You can pull
Yeah,
that.
it's all good. Nah, it's only about a 3-minute video on just building the Nixie clock, so nothing ham radio related. But yeah,
Fun stuff.
cool little clock. Yeah, just if the weather stays cool, I may start working on that tower.
All right.
Because I've got the base plate should be in the mail tomorrow to me, because I ordered a new base plate for it. So
Excellent.
yeah, and I've got all new galvanized bolts, and just need to get the winch and stuff to put on it.
Fun stuff. Excited. I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward for that a lot. Mr. Joe Brett.
I'm Joe Brett, K5YV. You've been listening to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. Yeah, I got nothing.
Listen to
I
that.
just want to know.
Just a hell of an intro.
Wow.
Poultry sounds of Mississippi.
Wow.
Down in the
Hayden threw everybody off.
AM station.
Next project coming up is 80-meter wire loop. If I got all the parts to that finally, so
Awesome.
Dennis. So anyway, I ain't got much. I threw all my videos. I should have saved them. I put them all out this weekend. So I don't know.
I threw them all out at once.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the challenge video came up pretty quickly. That was a good one.
Yeah. I want to slack on a challenge.
Oh yeah, Hayden, welcome, man.
I just want to say, Joe's got the best voice and the best audio. He just can't find just absolutely great. I love it. So what have I got coming up? I've got. Please don't fight that.
Got him.
Yeah. So I've got tomorrow. I've got a stream with Expert Electronics on the Sun SDR. So we're going to be talking about that. Friday we've got the 3D printing video, and then I think I've got a video that I'm going to do with Rolly actually on the history of QSL cards. So he's going to go through a history, logging, awards, some of the modern day logging and QSL cards, some of the special ones that he's got, and a few other things. So he sort of saw my QSL card video and decided to reach out. So I might have Rolly on soon. And I want to activate, before I go back to work, I want to activate a POTA park and do my first POTA. So
Okay.
I'm a POTA virgin, if you guys want to put it that way.
Get out there and pop that
POTA cherry.
Pop the POTA.
Actually, I did think too that we've got K8 MRD's the POTA daddy, but surely Don is the POTA popper. He's got to be the POTA Papa, right?
POTA Godfather.
Oh, the POTA Godfather. Ah,
OG.
okay. That makes sense.
OG.
Thank you for having me on. It's been great.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Welcome anytime.
Oh, yeah. Daniel dropped off, so he ran away.
Because he knew he had to sing.
Yeah.
I ain't
there
doing
he is.
nothing.
Yes, you are. Do it. Listen, we're in the clubhouse. We're in the clubhouse.
Yeah, no one else will know. It's all right. Ah,
Tune it up.
Oh, was it muted? I'm sorry. All right, guys.
Oh, Jesus. We're all friends here. We're in the clubhouse.
One day. Yeah.
One day. Today's the day.
Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of videos of me playing guitar and singing online. I just won't tell you where.
On Joe's computer.
Only hams.
Coffee and Ham Radio.
Do you take requests on Only Hams, Molson? Just asking.
No requests.
For $200 a pop, yeah.
Yeah. No. We build, we learn.
Watch me
You
with
guys
this
are awesome.
CW paddle.
Yeah. You guys got to stop it. This is unreal. Okay.
Hey, you left me on.
You know what? I'm going to sing the song. You're a creep. You're a loser. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. You know that song?
Wait,
I changed the
that
words.
was supposed to be I'm a creep, I'm a loser.
Well, yeah, but I changed the words a little bit. Just you're
Can
a
you
creep.
sing it?
You're a
Because I
loser.
don't know it.
That
Sing it,
way
I
we
don't
don't
know
get the copyright strike.
Yeah.
Change the words up,
So
It's the end of the show as we know it. It's the end of the show as we know it. It's the end of the show as we know it. Goodbye.
very cool. Don, what you got coming up? You back to work tomorrow? No more POTA for you?
Yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow. I think I'm off Monday, Tuesday. We're going to continue with my Connecticut Rove. I think I got about 20 parts left in Connecticut to get done. I want to finish up on a kilo that I've been kind of sitting on. I think I need about 400 more on that. I was planning a video, but one of our friends that we all know, I didn't realize did it about 4 months ago. But I'm going to contact him, and I don't like to copy what other people do, but
Of course, yeah.
But with me here on Tuesday nights, just having fun and everything else. So thank you, everybody.
What was that word?
What was that word? What's
Fun, having fun. That's right. This guy knows
There's
how
no
to have
fun
fun.
in ham radio.
Yes, there is. This guy knows how to have fun.
It's all fun.
It's all
If you're not
fun.
having fun, you're not doing it right.
Especially when you're putting your antenna so close to the road today. I said I better put on my yellow vest to make sure I don't get clipped.
Ham harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel, what you got going on, man?
I already did
Hanging
mine.
out.
We build, we learn. Check it out. That's it.
All right, fine. So, as for
loading up more
myself, yeah, right. As for
You'll see-
myself here, beer snack. I'm going to be updating the instructions for FT8 to include the POTA instructions so that you can get the POTA points, which there's going to be a rule change coming up soon. Sorry, Mike. But I'm going to have an update written out for that. Also, hanging out here Tuesday nights. You'll see me here Tuesdays. You'll see me on FT8 off on Thursdays and having fun. And thanks everybody who bought us, who hung out and supported us tonight. Bought us some beers. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys.
Is the rule change, is that going to be just everyone gets a half an hour handicap except for N8 stations?
No.
It probably still won't help.
For everyone that works in 8YO, they get twice the points he already has.
And for every station that N8YO works, he gets half the points.
Yes. We're splitting NYO's points in half by half. So that's a quarter of a point for FT4
For contact.
He'll still be in the top 3. You know that one.
Yeah.
He's just going to ham harder.
So
It's only fair.
With that being said, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on another Tuesday. I'm guessing
Awkward
you're
way.
still laughing
Awkward
down
way.
there.
No, I was laughing at Mike's last comment. Hugs and kisses, all.
Bye, guys. Have a wonderful night.
See y'all.